305 Day in D.C.
It's all about bringing our community together. And
FIU celebrating Miami in the nation's capital. Vice President J.D. Vance's first stop after President Trump's joint address.
I have some bad news and some good news.
At the southern border. And a panel hosted by Telemundo.
So it's important for us to educate the community
on the current state of President Trump's immigration policy. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Alejandro Marquina.
And I'm Samantha Gutierrez. Today is Thursday, March 6, 2025.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
305 days celebrated from Miami to the nation's capital. Florida International University is bringing the Magic City to D.C. with a special celebration of Miami's culture, innovation, and resilience as FIU Give Day fundraising efforts culminate.
Our D.C. correspondent Carla Mendez takes us alongside the festivities.
Despite the palm trees and sandy beaches behind me, I'm actually not in the 305, I'm in the 202. Here at the nation's capital, FIU is bringing the magic of Miami to the local DC community with 305 Day festivities. One of the main events, shedding light on coastal resilience with dual-use technologies. The FIU Foundation has been a major contributor to student success, raising more than $94 million in just one academic year. That funding supports scholarships like the First Generation program, helping students achieve their higher education academic dreams.
I think it's all about bringing our community together and celebrating our shared commitment to making our community and our world a better place. So when we get to feature amazing students, that's our best way that we can tell the story and what we put out to the world through FIU.
But last night wasn't just about celebrating Miami culture. The evening also featured a panel discussion with key experts, including representatives from FIU's Robotic and Digital Fabrication Lab, OnePrint, and eMerge Americas.
Other states and organizations.
Participants highlighted the cutting-edge research FIU is leading in, which includes everything from marine robotics to hybrid seawalls for Florida's shorelines.
Our students are very active. We just saw one of my doctoral students who has basically kind of spearheaded this project. So students are an amazing part of the operation of every research lab at FIU.
Panthers are at the forefront of these research initiatives, working directly in labs to develop and test the latest tech.
And what makes me really proud is that when we're on the Hill earlier today and we speak to these amazing elected officials, is that everyone knows FIU, everyone loves FIU, and not only that, but they love the talent that's coming out of FIU.
And as of right now, over $80,000 have been donated to the FIU Foundation. Reporting from Washington, D.C. for Caplin News, I'm Carla Mendez.
Vice President J.D. Vance visited the U.S.-Mexico border ahead of a roundtable discussion on border security. The VP was joined yesterday by local and state and federal officials, including Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, and Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Vance credits President Trump's policy for the January's 39% decline in arrests for illegal crossing.
It turns out we didn't need new laws, we didn't need fancy legislation, we just needed a new President of the United States, and thank God that's exactly what we have.
The numbers have been falling since before Trump took office on January 20th. After December's 2023 all-time high, the 250,000 arrests, the Mexican authorities increased enforcement.
Across the United States, cities are experiencing extreme weather conditions. All the elements are coming into play as there are snowstorms, fires, rain, thunderstorms, and mudflows. These conditions are so severe that residents in part of Texas, Tennessee, and California have been evacuated. Reporter Amy Kiley has more with the story.
It's a story of fire and ice as many states cope with severe weather today. Forecasters say a critical fire danger is back in Texas and the Southwest after this week's evacuations in parts of the Lone Star State and Tennessee.
It was just pitch smoke, like everything was hard to see.
A winter storm with near record strength is pushing out of the U.S. today. At least 3 people are dead due to severe thunderstorms in Mississippi. Police say 2 others died in Nebraska's winter weather. Parts of the Midwest are digging out after blizzard conditions. The resulting snow is a hassle for some.
I totally got stuck by the snow, and I'm trying to remove snow, so it's kind of ironic, right?
For others, the winter weather is a blast.
I got the laptop at home, but I shut that, come outside and make a magic moment with her.
Now, a new storm system around the Great Basin is bringing rain or snow to multiple states today.
There will be mud again.
In LA County, parts of Sierra Madre are under evacuation warnings due to the risk of mud flows. The area is saturated from rain earlier this week, and this nearby debris basin is clogged from last month's storms. Some residents fear a repeat of that disaster.
It just washed all the soil away from underneath the house.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Homeowners in North Carolina suffered damages to their homes during Hurricane Helene, and they're worried about the high-speed winds forecasted for this week. Caplin's Aaliyah Whitney has more on the story.
This is a tree that fell, clipping the roof during Helene. The home covered up in wood. This was the root ball.
We're worried about our trees falling, and there's some that are leaning since Helene.
Janet Link lives next door.
The neighbor beside me especially is worried about those trees falling.
Janet has tall trees in her backyard as well.
We had 5 taken down in May, and that one hit that house there, and they've just now completed the roof.
Arborist Dale Epperson shows us this about 60 feet up.
This is the kind of thing right here that you want people to look for on their property.
Absolutely.
He shows us another one.
It's broken over and it's leaning into this hemlock tree, which pushing it toward the house.
The cost to remove them, around $2,000.
If you're laying in bed at night and you're worried about this tree falling on your house, you know, I don't think it's a very safe situation.
The hazardous weather outlook from the National Weather Service spells it out: high wind warning in effect.
So at their home base, at our operation centers, they are preparing the trucks.
Duke line crews on standby,
making sure we have supplies ready to go.
Spokeswoman Logan Curica shows homeowners can expedite reporting an outage by texting 57801, then typing the word out as long as your number's tied to your account. With Caplin News, I'm Aaliyah Whitney.
Floridians are recovering this morning after what is believed to be a tornado caused critical damage. Last night, the Midway Fire District responded to multiple 911 calls reporting a possible tornado touchdown. Officials found that 2 trailers had been blown over, one being a travel trailer. Luckily, no one was injured and no homes were significantly damaged. Authorities urge residents to remain vigilant during storm events.
A couple in Miami were arrested after allegedly assaulting American Airlines staff as they tried to board a flight. The incident was over the weekend at Miami International Airport when the couple arrived late to their flight to Mexico and were denied entry. Police said the suspect ignored the no trespassing sign and ticketing agent. According to an arrest report, both allegedly were pushing staff, with one of them throwing coffee. Authorities charged them with battery and trespassing.
The Heat facing the team with the best record in the East.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
Our country was founded by immigrants. It was built by immigrants. It will only be sustained with immigrants.
A national TV program broadcast from South Florida discussing president's immigration policies. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Really use a new tablet. I just don't have the money.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a Pell Grant?
Yes.
You do know you can get a free tablet, right?
Did you say free?
Yeah, free. It's simple. And the application is done in the store.
I could really use a tablet.
Go get one. Another satisfied customer. Stop by Pantotech in the Graham Center at FIU MMC today to speak with one of our associates to get your free tablet.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life. But how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have something called prediabetes. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
immigration talks held at Telemundo Center as many undocumented migrants fear for their future. With the Trump administration's new anti-immigration laws, many migrants are facing several challenges. Telemundo hosted a panel for those who have questions about their immigration fears.
Caplin's Paola Sirignano has more on the story.
Due to Trump's new immigration policies, it has left many immigrants on the limbo on what to do next. Today at Telemundo Studios, a lot of panelists were able to answer the people's questions and on what to do next. President Trump's new immigration policies have affected the Hispanic community to the national level. In a town hall organized by Telemundo featured a panel of experts discussing legal and social challenges facing immigrants today.
The point is to tell things as they are, neither more nor less. That is what we always say, so the entire Telemundo team got down to work to produce a show to do exactly that. Tell things as they are.
The impact of the new policies create a lot of uncertainty and fear, especially when it comes to access to education for undocumented students.
I think that our country was founded by immigrants, it was built by immigrants, it will only be sustained with immigrants. And so it's important for us to educate the community, especially from a law enforcement perspective as a police chief in 4 major American cities.
Some of the biggest worries students are facing is the recent policy in the state of Florida that's causing an increase in tuition. What we need to do is not feel like victims. What happened was beyond our control. But what we need to do is to never stop studying, even if prices went up. If you're still undocumented, there's still something we can do if you get a 4-year degree from any university. These new policies are creating complications, and experts advise students to act quickly and take advantage of scholarship opportunities and educational resources available to them.
The good news is the law doesn't kick into effect until July 1st, as we all know. I'm part of a scholarship program for Dreamers, undocumented students, and we have been advising our Florida students to take as many classes as possible. We have over 600 students enrolled in our partner colleges across the state of Florida, and we have probably about 150 at FIU alone. And so we've been telling our students that take as many classes during the spring semester, the summer semester as possible.
Regardless of the new policies, many college students stand their ground to continue pursuing their education. Thanks to tonight's panel, now a lot of people now know what to do. Reporting from Caplin News, I'm Paola Sirignano.
The Miami Heat played against the Cleveland Cavaliers last night, hoping to get an away win. Tyler Hero's absence impacted Miami's offense and reduced Spoelstra depth, but Bam Adebayo stepped up, making all 9 free throws and grabbing 12 rebounds in 38 minutes. The Heat showed resilience throughout the game. Bam scored a season-high 34 points for Miami, which was without their leading scorer. In the closing moments, an apparent game-tying three-pointer by Duncan Robinson was disallowed after officials ruled that he had stepped out of bounds, allowing Cleveland to secure the win. The final score was Cavaliers 112, Heat 107. Miami hosts Minnesota on Friday, the first of 5 straight home games. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Samantha Gutierrez.
And I'm Alejandro Marquina. Get more news anytime at caplinews.fiu.edu.